Hello and a very good day everyone. In this AWS Solutions Architect Associate, I want to discuss about this module 4, that is adding a compute layer. I will be discussing about this challenge lab. You see this one, this challenge lab, creating a dynamic website for the cafe. Okay, so I have already opened this lab and I'll start this lab. Okay, it will take a couple of minutes to start the lab. Meanwhile, I'll also explain about the features on this lab, what is really needed to do. Okay, this is module 4, creating a dynamic site. So this lab is about to start. So in this, the scenario is the cafe launched the first version of their website. Customers had their website staff. How nice their website looks. However, in addition to the praise, the customers often asked whether they could place online orders. Okay. So Sophia, Nikhil, Frank and Martha discussed the situation. They agreed that their business strategies and decisions should focus on delighting their customers. So what is expected is that in this lab you will be deploying an application of Amazon EC2. This application enables the cafe to accept online orders. After testing, the application works and as intended for the first region. Okay, so that is the development environment. So we are going to create an AMI later once the development region is fully functional, and we are going to copy this AMI to a different region. So you will also deploy a second instance of the same application as the production environment in a different region, in another region. So what we are going to do complete in this lab is that we need to, we'll also learn Cloud9 IDE on this existing EC2 instance. So analyze the EC2 instance environment and confirm web server accessibility. Install a web application on the EC2 instance so that the system manager and parameter store. Okay, is one of the important service systems manager. We will also learn about this. Test the web application. We create an AMI in a different region, in the same region, and we copy it to the different region. Deploy the second copy of web application into another region. Later we will also deploy from the same AMI in a different region an instance. So this is all what we are going to do in this lab. So this is the start of the lab. You have this EC2 instance which can be connected using this Cloud9. So we have two regions, basically region 1 and region 2. Region 2 public subnet. You have a region 1. This is also a public subnet which we are going to use. So at the end of the lab, you can see this is the diagram. You have a system manager parameter store. We generally configure the website and all these things in this region 1. The same thing once after taking an AMI. This AMI is a true snapshot of your instance. Okay, it's complete picture, image backup, Amazon machine image, and this we are going to transfer to a different region, or we need to copy into a different region. From there we are going to create an instance, okay, which is production environment. So this is the agenda of this lab. My lab is already started. I can select my AWS. So this is my management console. So the first task is that you see, we have already started the lab. You see some of the instructions. Challenge 1, a business request, preparing an EC2 instance to host a website. This is challenge 1. So go to EC2 instance, running instance. You have a server called as Cloud9 Café web server. Okay, this is where we are going to start. You can see in details also, access the multiple choice questions. You can answer question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 and question number 4. So first let me open this instances. Okay, you see this EC2 instance. Yeah, let us explore. So I click this running instances. There is one instance which is running. Okay, you can select the instance also. Yeah, let us see the questions also. So questions can be accessed in what we call as the details. Just say show. You have this access multiple choice questions. So it opens a new page. I go back, I close this one, I don't require. So yeah, the first, let us see the questions. So is the instance in a public subnet? You can verify. You see this in this what we call as details. So yeah, you can access networking to see whether it is there in the public subnet. Yes, it is there in the public subnet. It's very clear. So just answer saying that yes. Just say subnet. Okay. So does this EC2 instance have a public IPv4 assigned to it? Of course, it should be yes. How to check that? Go to details. There is a public IP. Yes, it is. So just answer saying that yes. Okay. So what inbound TCP port numbers are open for the instance? Let us check. So you can check in what we call as security. See, port number 22 is open. Port number 22 is open. Okay, but let us check. So this is also open for specified IPs only, not for all. It's not for public. It's not. Yeah, you can see that open to specific range of IP addresses. Port number 22. It's not open to internet. Port. Question number 4. Does EC2 instance have AWS IAM role associated with it? Okay, let us check that. So how do I check? You can just select this instance, under actions, go to security, modify IAM role. Is there a role? No, there is no role. So you can cancel that and say no. Just say submit. Okay. So yes, later on the other questions can be answered later. Yeah. So this is task 1 completed. Task 2, connecting to the IDE on EC2 instance. Okay, I just duplicate this session. I'll take this Cloud9. Just say Cloud9. You should be able to see the service and see the instructions. Your environments. There is one environment. Now open the IDE. Okay, you should see this home EC2 environment. Let me connect this. Yeah, select this one and I can say open in Cloud9. Yeah, it will be opened in a different window. Yeah, it has opened. So I just enhance. Yeah, you can see this is your default environment. I mean, even if you say pwd, you should see home EC2 environment. Absolutely. So file editor is also there. Okay, so this is task 2. Task 3, analyzing the LAMP stack environment and confirming the web server is accessible or not. So let us see this proc version. You can copy paste or you can even write it over there. Cat proc is nothing but processor directory. Just ask that it is Linux version is 4.14. Okay, you can also see GCC version and so on. Yeah. So notice that the output indicates Linux instance only, roughly analogous to Red Hat 7. Okay. So observe the following: web server database PHP status. So this is all a script. I just explain you what does this script indicate. Sudo httpd-v and status. So it will tell you whether it has been installed or not and the status. MySQL, if it is installed, it will show you the version and the service also, whether it has been started or not. Same thing for the PHP. Let us check. Just say paste. Yeah, it has installed this. It is already installed httpd-v for version. Apache version is been, but the service is stopped. Similarly, you can see this MySQL version is there, but service is stopped. Similarly, for PHP version, you can see the PHP is installed with version 5.640. Absolutely, all this system is installed, but LAMP services, but the services are not ready. So this script basically will let you know, chk config means check config is mainly helpful for the service to be a startup service, and you are going to start this HTTPD service, okay, and similarly you can ask for the status. Similarly, a startup service for MySQL daemon also, that indicates that even after you reboot also the service will be started, it will not be halted. Same thing for daemon, and also you can see the status. Just copy all this thing. So we want to ensure that the services are ready. Yeah. So you see all the services are started. Okay. So you see when OK is coming means the service has started properly. See this, closely observe. Yeah, it has started here, HTTPD. When you see this, the service of HTTPD also started. All services successfully started. That completes point number 12. And now configure the EC2 instance using this Cloud9 editor to edit the web server files. So here link var www to the environment and own these files. Just copy this one. We need not do any changes. Okay, the last one also, yes, mysqld is already running. Okay, we change the ownership to EC2. Yes, the first command, 14th one. Now you can browse this one and check. Okay, Café server www directory, that is a file name called as should be, and see that index.html file and highlight anything. New file and copy this and save it as index.html in var www. Not var, here itself. Okay, go to HTML directory. You don't have any files here. So here what you can do, you can click, I'm closing this particular one, I can say file, new file, right, and paste this simple HTML hello script. If you are good in VI, you can use VI also. Okay, so and file, save as, you can say index.php or index.html, index.html, and save as index.html as highlighted. And say save. You should see a file called as index.html is generated. Okay, 15, making the website accessible from internet. Okay, this is a challenge for you. What you can do here, this is your instance and this is your instance public IP. As of now, the website may not functional. You see this one? We need to make it functional. All the files are ready now. See, it's not functioning, it's only rotating. So tip 1, you see this one, the public IP, we try to load, we did that. Tip 2, so see the rules, okay, from anywhere, update the security group. So what I do here in the security, modify this group. So we see only port number 22 open. So what I do, I click this security group, I edit this inbound rules and say add a rule, HTTP, and say custom anywhere and say save rules. Let me check now. I hope yes, hello from the Café web server is now functional. So this completes my challenge 1. Okay, now let me move with challenge 2. Here installing a dynamic website application on EC2 instance. See, remember, dynamic website means, it is very clear, we need to have a front end and a back end. Okay, let us see that installing the Café application. So in the bash terminal, run the following commands. I'll explain one by one what does each does. So it's a long one, you see. So I just copy this entire text up to here. Copy. See what does it do? Go to the environment, okay, and see this wget is the command for getting the file, source file, that is setup.tar.gz from this Amazon AWS website. tar is a command which will help you to explode, I mean like unzip in MS Windows, which will decompress the files whatever are there in that. And another one, wget of this particular one, which is db.tar. This is for database, and this is for scripts, which is for this one, setup.tar, for your web application. So you can unzip that. And again, one more thing, which is a challenge Café tar. So all the three files will be downloaded and also expanded. I'll do that. So just copy the script, paste one by one. It does all the installations. Okay, right. When you see now, there will be 3 folders also created. You see 3 files are downloaded with colored red: Café, DB, setup. For this setup, this is the expanded one. For this DB red, this is DB is the expanded one. Expanded means all the files will be there. Café, all the files are there. So now let us do with these files. Okay, 17th one. So move all the Café files to var www.html. Okay, I'll do that. So what will happen, we will see once if I start moving, paste. Yeah, it has done. See, this file is there now. Earlier we used to see only hello from Café web server. If I say now /Café, you should see the Café should start functioning. The Café files which are there starts functioning. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So this is point number 17. So yeah, Café index PHP, you can give that. The same thing. You see this Café started functioning, but there is no backend here. Okay. So index.php. Notice that. Observe that the application is designed to work. HTML Café index PHP source code by the editor by double clicking that. So notice that this HTML code is in it, but it also contains sections that are enclosed elements. So what we will do, HTML Café, this HTML Café index.html, where is that, index dot, which file, see that, index.php, editor by double clicking that. Yeah, this file. So okay, so he mentions by double clicking. For example, line number 18. Go to line number. You see the PHP code reference a file. Get app parameters.php. Line number 18. See this one? Yeah, it is there. Get app parameters.php. So notice that line number 3 SDK is also involved. Yeah. Line 3 that the file AWS SDK is invoked. Line 10 to 33, the web application create a client that connects to SSM service. So this is an understanding. Line number 10 onwards, it connects to the SSM service. Yes, 233. So in the AWS Systems Manager parameter store, configure the application parameter. So we need to understand about Systems Manager, basically parameter store, configure. Let us configure that. cd setup set application parameter dot sh. So I just run this. Yeah. Okay, this is successfully systems parameter script has been run. Is run CLI interface for the commands. These commands will add the parameters that are application which will be used in the parameter store. Okay, so now let us move with the services systems manager application. So here I can just go to the systems manager application. Either I can go through this way, systems manager. One of the powerful application, systems manager. You go to parameter store, where you can do this is also one of the kind of automation, okay, where you can configure accordingly and then change many parameters as needed. Notice that there are 7 parameters stored. So these are all the Café currency, Café DB name, Café DB password. See, 4, 5, 6, 7 total time zone. So for example, so that it can retrieve the connection, choose the Café DB password and copy the value into your clipboard. Okay, for your DB password. So you ask us to store the password value. So I noted down this password. This is the password. Just copy this one. So I just paste this value as defined. That is restart 9. Okay. Point number 22. Configure MySQL database section. This one. Okay, go to .db, the parent directory DB, set root password, that is one of the script.sh, and create dbsh. Just run that. We are preparing the web's backend application also. Yeah, it's run. Database also completion is done. Observe that the database tables are created. So yeah, it has given that based on the message mysql-u root p. So how do you go? Connect to the database and provide the password as given in your this thing. This is your entire password. Just copy that and say right click. Yeah, you are connected to database. Okay, like this you got it, same thing. You can also see run this following command: show database, use Café, show tables, select asterisk from product. Okay, it should show you everything. Let me check. See, I could see all the things ready. See, when I run this, see one by one I am going to explain. See this, when I have given, you see this, my show database means it has provided the database. You have the following database. So we have used this Café DB, which has been created, downloaded and created. Show tables, it has shown the tables. There are 3-4 tables which are there. We asked, okay, select all the, show me all the records, which are there. Items, in this product. It has shown all these things which are, and finally you can quit. This is only a verification, means our database is able to connect. So now the next part is your PHP. So let me see, this is Apache we have configured, database we have configured. Now we are configuring our PHP. We set the time zone. It has started and stopped the application. PHP also is now ready. Okay, test whether the Café website is working functionally. Let me do now. Let me say refresh. Sometimes if it doesn't, do a hard refresh. Okay, still it is showing only banner. Okay, let me check. So you will see only the title banner of the website. Rest of the web page is not loading. Resolve the issue with the website. In this step, you will need to figure out how to make the website function correctly. So here is the list of things which we need to do that. So the test page, so that the web server works and is accessible from the internet. You also know that MySQL is running and contains all the things. What could be the issue? Let us see. There is nothing wrong in the PHP code as written. Perfect. I don't think there is nothing wrong. Does the web application rely on any other services resources? The third one, go to the IAM service dashboard and IAM Café role. Observe the permissions of the role grants. Let us also check that and see that the EC2 instance of that, which is permissions has been given to this or not. So what I do, I go to this, I once again duplicate this. I go to IAM dashboard and show you whether any permissions level is obstructing or not. So just click this IAM as verified. So here he asked us to see the tip 3 IAM service and see that IAM role is named as Café role, whether existing or not roles. So there is some of the roles, you see, there is a role called as a Café role, and yes, it is there for EC2. So now the last part which we need to check really is to see whether this role is attached to this EC2 instance or not. So go to EC2 instance, select this instance. Okay, under security, modify. Earlier we verified that there is no role which is attached. Okay, now I am attaching this Café role and update this IAM. So this is a very, very important step. So once this is attached, let me see the Café. Yeah, it started functioning. You see, started functioning. Let me also check this menu whether I am able to paste the orders or not. So maybe a hot chocolate, maybe what we call as a chocolate dip. Okay, I'll place the order. Yeah, my order is successfully submitted. Order confirmation. I got this order submission also. Perfect. So hence you can see that when you fix the issue, yes, we have fixed this issue. Testing the web application role, yes, we have submitted the order. The challenge 2 is successfully done. So we will also do this challenge 3. So yes, we are moving towards the challenge 3. Here, creating a development and production websites in different regions. Now our website is almost fully functional. Okay, so this website, you can call it as a development environment. So what we wanted to do now is that to mock up a new features, new designs. Yes, a separate website we want to create in a production environment, especially in a 2 different regions, in a different region. Sophia is very busy now. Okay, so she accomplished more impressive work. So the task number 6 is creating an AMI and launching in another instance. So yes, so now the instance is ready. Set what we are going to do. Set a static internal, create a new host pair. Okay, to the EC2 instance, we will continue to take up this role. What I do, I just copy this one into this Café. See this one. Host name, SSH keygen. This is in your root directory. You should do. Maybe you can say like this. Okay, into your home directory and then run. Okay, if you are asked to just press enter, maybe once again enter. Yeah. So you can see what has really happened is, if you say ll, it won't show anything. If you say ll-a, it will show a directory called as .sh. .sh. You see there are 2 files. So this is your authorized keys. You see public private ID, public key and private keys, authorized keys has been created just now. Okay, you have created a keys. That's fine. So from the 2 lines, yeah, we have just created that. and also you can view the keys if you want to see by using this command. Okay, let us also view. It is a private key. It's a private key. Okay, so it has redirected your id rsa.pub to the key file. This is redirected your RSA key to your authorized keys. Okay, so now let us create an image using this EC2 actions. Okay, image and templates. Create an image. See this actions, images, and create an image. So you can give the image name as, maybe, is there any suggestions? Okay, there is no suggestion. We can create our own image name, maybe Café server. Write all and say create. It should take a minute's time once the request has taken. Yes, point number 30 is also open. Meanwhile, we will answer this one. So this is 31. Return to the browser tab. Okay, we have some questions. 5, 6, 7. When you create AMI instance, will the instance be rebooted? Yeah, let me check. Where are the questions? Here are the questions. So when you create an image, AMI image, will the instance be rebooted? Will not be rebooted. Okay. You can check also, will this instance be rebooted? It will be rebooted or it will not be rebooted. You can see if this is rebooted, you can see it will be going for stopping. It has not. Okay, you can submit that. Fifth one. Yeah. Sixth one. In what ways can you modify the root volume properties when you create an AMI instance? You cannot change the root volume details. You can edit the size but nothing else. You can edit the size and delete on termination setting but not the volume type. You can edit and size the volume type but not delete on termination setting. Okay, I think you can edit the size and delete on termination setting but not the volume type. Yes, I agree that. Seventh one, can you add more volumes to an AMI that you have created from an instance that only has one volume? Yes, you can add more volumes also. So the answer is yes. Yeah, submit. Yeah, question number 7 also. I think this is the final one. So meanwhile, let us go with the questions. Okay. Thirty-fifth one. So back in the console, create image, create the new AMI, Café server. Yes, create image, we have done that, Café server. 34th. From the navigation, choose AMI, wait till the status. You may need to expand. Okay, AMIs. So create the AMIs. Yeah, we need to create this AMI now in a different region. First, let us check whether the AMI is successfully created. This is the Café server. Yes. See the status very clearly. Yes, it is available now. It is available now. So now, in order to make a copy of this instance, okay, just see this. So make a copy in Oregon region, US West 2. So tip 2, click the AMI ID. Yes, we figure out. So just say that at an account level. Now, yeah, you can. So this, select the AMI and say next under actions. Let us check. This is the AMI. Under actions, you can say copy AMI. Okay, to a different region. Maybe he asked about Oregon. Yeah, this region. Okay, the Café server. So once you copy AMI, did you mention anything? You can, if you want, you can choose even copy tags. Okay, copy AMI. So it will create a copy of AMI in a different region. So next level of question, I am closing some of the screens which I really don't require. So region is Oregon. Okay, now next, the 30th point. So now let me change this region now in EC2. So okay, go to, where is that, region Oregon, and check whether your AMI is there or not. Yeah, I click this AMI. Yes, absolutely, you can see this. It should be pending. It is copying still. You just wait for a couple of minutes more. Visibility is private, status is pending. Create a production environment, maybe using okay, the same AMI in what we call as T2 small. This is your network is your lab VPC, region 2 public subnet, and a Café role. Yeah, let me refresh. Status is still pending. Meanwhile, yeah, finally, after because 10 GB of data, finally you can see this status as available. It took me more than about 15 minutes of time. Okay, you see this creation date and time. It took more than 15 minutes. No panic. A different method. There are no instances. I can say launch instance. I'll say this as my production. I see I'm in Oregon region. Okay, I'll go to my AMIs. I have one AMI owned by me, that is Café server. Yeah, I select that. Okay, I select T2 small. Yeah, key pair, no key pair required. Network settings, I go to lab VPC, public subnet, enable the security group. I select this Café SG. Okay, scroll down, storage, leave it. That's all. I need to modify this IAM role. Okay, so yeah, I'm able to access this successfully. Instances, yeah, it is pending, this particular instance. You see this T2 small. Under actions, I need to modify this IAM role also. Security. Once this is running, I think we can do that. So meanwhile, what you can do, you can also copy this public IP. This is production, and we need to see that this also should be running Café index.php. So this is running. Security, modify your IAM role, select your Café, update. Okay, so this is done. Yeah, still it is initializing, just wait. Otherwise you can use even public DNS also. So once this website is fully functional, oh, you can see the order history also should be there. No, nothing. Okay, you can submit your orders also. Let me check. So your website is functioning. let the services, everything comes up, your website, everything is still under initialization. So once this is done, I think point number 37, copy the public DNS or same thing, which is enough. This is your public DNS of your production cafe server, which should also resemble your server. Yeah, it's functioning. /cafe /index.php. Exactly the same. Okay, edit line number 12 to match the setting. So you see this in the Café web server setup. See, expand the setup. Yeah, set. I think this is the one. Setup app. Line number 22 should match 12 US West 2. I'll open this file. Yeah, line number 12. US West -2. Okay, the next one is edit line number 18 to match so and so public DNS of the production server. 18, this particular one. So I need to provide the public DNS HTTP so and so this address. Amazon, this particular one. Into this. Okay, also paste. Right. So line number the 12 is, it looks like that, region West 2. So region equal to he gave that US West -2. US West -2. Copy and paste. Okay, I think once you have done that, you need to save this file. Yeah, save. Okay, which exactly? Save the change. And to run the script of the IDE, choose run button. So in the bash terminal below the text. Okay, so this is your sh file. Yeah, this is your sh file. We need to run this file. It has to be in quotes. Public DNS should be in quotes. So try to save. Yep. So in the script encountered an issue, click view troubleshooting tips. That's okay. So what we are going to do now is wget, again one more, so paste, yeah, it is done. Okay, by changing this AWS region and running the script again, you created the same application in least one. However, this time you created the parameter in Oregon region. Fine. So copy the public IPv4 in a DNS. The hello should display. Public IP, yeah, in a different. The entire website should display. Already, I think we are able to see this. Yeah, this is. Submit, my website is ready, and I also submit this lab. I wait for the result. Yeah, in my grades I see about 26 by 30 with some couple of things which have been not yet completed. Okay, thank you everyone, and bye.